This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. And boy, is that funny. It is. Thank you for being with us. Today is Thursday. It is Thursday. It's going to be Thursday all day. It's the 29th of January, if you're keeping up with that sort of thing. And my name is Wayne Alley.
And I am Kim Best. Good Thursday morning. Glad to have you with us. It is almost the last day of the month. We're getting there. This January has flown by.
1/12 of the year.
Gone.
Gone.
It was just Christmas a couple days ago, wasn't it? Seems like it.
Seems like it. Happy New Year.
Here we are. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You still working hard and trying to keep your New Year's resolutions intact?
I am.
Okay,
I am
me too.
indeed. In fact, I've recently had a checkup from the doctor, and it was good, so I'm happy about that.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Proud of you.
Well, I work at it. You know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Where'd I put my hamburger? By the way?
Yeah, exactly. I know how that goes.
There's a big old fat cheeseburger sitting around here. Anyway, here we go. Let's see, who's on today's program, Wayne? Or
we don't have that list with us today. We're not sure.
I left it in the, okay. Well, anyway, it's a surprise.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! There you go.
Yes, it is. You know, there's going to be a keynote speaker at a luncheon that is going to be taking place through the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. And that is Wednesday, February the 11th. It's called Transportation Hot Topics.
Hot Topics.
Hot Topics. Secretary of Transportation, Tony Tater, will be the keynote.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be taking place from 12 to 1:30. I believe that is at Lane Tree. Yes, it is. Lane Tree. If you would like to register and be a part of this Hot Topics luncheon, you can give them a call at the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, or you can visit their website at waynecountychamber.com. I believe there's a button on the homepage where you can register right there for Transportation Hot Topics.
There you go.
And if anybody knows what's going on and what the future of transportation in North Carolina is, it is the Secretary of Transportation, Mr. Tony Tater.
Yeah, that's true.
He came last year, you know, and gave us
I
some
remember
good
that.
information and had a time at the end for questions and answers, and that was always nice and interesting to hear what our local folks want to know about. You know, what we're interested in, is it the 5-year plan, 10-year, 20-year, or is it next month?
And I'll tell you something, Goldsboro, Wayne County is actually very important to transportation.
Oh, absolutely.
Not only in eastern North Carolina, but in the eastern part of the country. I mean, you think about it, we're halfway between New York and Florida, and all up and down the eastern seaboard where business and industry thrives.
Right.
We are at a point here that's perfect for storing, for manufacturing. Perfect. Somebody who wants just-in-time product can manufacture it right here and get it quickly. Either up to Virginia, Maryland, or Pennsylvania, or get it quickly down to South Carolina, Florida, Georgia,
Exactly.
Florida. So we're in an ideal location
This
here.
would be a great, great place to be. Keynote speaker, once again, Tony Tater, and it'll be taking place Wednesday, February the 11th at Lane Tree in their auditorium.
There you go. Today, the 29th of the month, it is Curmudgeon's Day.
Once again, who comes up with these?
I have no idea. It's also National Puzzle Day.
Do you like puzzles?
I used to like puzzles.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't figure them out now.
I like them okay. I get bored very quickly. My grandfather used to love them. Did the great big tabletop puzzles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, and he and his wife would work on them for days and days and days.
Yes.
Then they put a piece of glass over it.
Oh, yeah.
So you could look at that puzzle.
Yeah,
Eat on that table looking at that puzzle.
Yeah, it's a puzzle of a table.
Yes, it is.
Look at that
I
table.
always found that quite interesting.
Yes. But I don't have the time, and I don't have patience anymore.
I don't have the patience.
I don't have patience anymore. Today is also National Seeing Eye Dog Day. That's very important.
Yes, it is.
And today is also Free Thinkers Day.
Does it usually cost to think?
That's good. That's good. Yes, it usually costs.
Do you charge when you decide to think?
Yes, that's why I've never been a free thinker.
Oh.
I charge to think,
Yeah.
yes.
Good gracious.
Nobody ever asked me to, though. So anyway, what do you think? I don't know.
Let's see, my goodness.
What do we have?
There is a tremendous amount going on at Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
Really?
Good gracious. I mean, they have urban ballroom dancing, Zumba, Master League basketball, youth cheerleading and tumbling, adult basketball, ping pong tournaments, mini volleyball games, karate, free youth basketball. The list just goes on and on. It is amazing. You probably just need to go to their website because I'm sure there's something for you.
I'll guarantee you.
Goldsboro Parks and Rec, REC.com. You can find out the schedule and the cost, and I'm sure if there is a cost, it is very minimal. The fitness room is the one thing that you and I have talked about several times. It's for ages 18 and up.
Yeah, we've been in there.
We've actually been in there.
I remember that.
It includes treadmills, ellipticals, and the list goes on and on of what they offer. And it's they have flat screen TVs in there, and it's a small fee. I believe it's like $20 for the entire year.
Really?
Yeah, it's
well, that's a
amazing.
great place. Well, let's talk more about that a little later on.
Sure.
Right now, we need to go to our program.
Absolutely.
Today is Amanda Hudson, and Amanda's with Literacy Connections on East Ash Street in Goldsboro. Hi.
Hi.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Thank you so much for being in.
Thank you.
Just in case someone does not know about Literacy Connections, and they certainly should, what is Literacy Connections?
It's actually Wayne County's Literacy Council. It's for all adults in Wayne County. It started about 3 years ago to help with the literacy rates here, but we've actually expanded, and in 2015 we're running about 12 programs. Everything from reading, writing, understanding English, all the way up to employability. We have programs for our IDD community, our intellectual...
What is IDD?
Intellectual and developmental disabled adults.
Okay.
So they have their own program. We're also doing math, computer, Bank on Wayne, our financial literacy, so lots of options for everyone.
So you have 12 programs running. This started out just as a reading thing. So you can help people with math who don't understand pi or don't understand how to add or subtract or anything like that, which could lead to their being able to use a checkbook register or to read a financial report.
Yep.
You can help them with computers. You can help them with and this is, there may be some people who don't understand why there's a need for this in Wayne County, North Carolina, here in the USA.
Yeah, and there
really
actually
is there a need?
There's a large need, actually. The Literacy Council was founded specifically for that need. Actually, in Wayne County, there are 4 out of 10 adults that cannot read and write.
All right, hold it right there. You said 4 out of 10 cannot read where they should be reading.
Right. They're below a 3rd grade level.
4 out of 10. That's a very high number.
Very high.
Why is that number so high?
We're really not sure why the number is so high, but we are focused on getting the number down. In the last 3 years, we've served over 700 adults in Wayne County.
Now, and again, there may be those who are misinformed who may say, well, that's because we have such an influx of people from around the world here. They don't know how to read English, or they don't speak well, or whatever. Is that the reason for this?
Well, it's part of it. We do have our classes for ESOL, our English as Second Language, but we also have adults that were born and raised right here in America, in North Carolina.
And they don't get it.
Right.
They can't.
Right. It could be for disabilities. It could be they didn't complete high school, and it's been a long time. We know that.
Yeah.
And it could just be for personal reasons. Some people come, they want to get their GED. Some come to go to college. Some just, we have students just want to read the Bible. They just want to come in and they just want to read. That's all they want.
My father did not complete grade school. And we're talking about back in the early 1900s. And my father went through the 3rd grade, and after that he was forced to work on the farm. They were farmers. And could not read. And all his life he spent trying to learn and could read a little, but just couldn't get it.
And we have students like that.
From all walks of life.
You have people who are that time period.
Successful business people. You have homemakers. You have people who work. You have people who go through their lives not being able to read and understand what they're reading.
And they scrape through, but now a lot of them want to change that. They have children that they want to read to, or they have goals of their own they want to reach. And that's what we're there for. And everything we offer is free. It is confidential. We're just there to help. And it's not just for adults that can't read. It's for anybody. Our Bank on Wayne program for just basic finances, because it's not taught anymore. You know, if your parents didn't teach you certain things, you didn't learn it.
That's true.
So we're there for everything. Our English as Second Language students, if they get a bill in the mail that they don't understand, they come see us. I had a student that was given an iPad for Christmas, and he brought it in, and he says, what do I do with this? I said, well, come on in. We got a computer class starting right now.
There you go.
So it's for everything.
Well, what does it cost to do for a student to go to Literacy Connections? What's the charge for that?
It's free.
What?
free.
No,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Is it really?
Everything. We have supplies. We have all the curriculum. We have the site. We match some students with a one-on-one tutor for them if that works better. We also have classes they can attend. So really anything, we can accommodate any student with any lifestyle, any children, family, we'll make it happen.
So if someone didn't complete school, or for whatever reason, through illness, through their parents pulling them off of the school bus saying, no, you can't go anymore, I've got to get this harvest, I've got to harvest these crops. And that happened years ago. It doesn't happen so much anymore. But dyslexia, you deal with that. You deal with all sorts of
learning disabilities,
physical
disabilities, and everyone has a story.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone has a reason that they might not have achieved the things they wanted to, and that's what we're there for.
Yeah.
If a GED is something that they want, we will get them to a certain point, and then we partner with the community college so we can make that happen for them.
Yeah.
So
wow. What a
it's
great program.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. And every time I go through there, through the building at 2101 East Ash Street in Goldsboro, the former Sportsman's World complex, and you're holding class, it's packed.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of people in those classes. There's a lot of interest, there's a lot of people learning, and there's a lot of people who are going to be doing quite well.
We hope so. That's
Yeah.
our goal.
Yeah, yeah. And it's free.
All free.
Absolutely
And
amazing.
confidential.
And confidential.
Yes,
you don't
very
go
important.
blab, hey, guess who's in my class?
No, not at all.
No, okay. Okay. So how does someone get more information about this?
They can stop by anytime. We have very flexible hours. We open at 8:30 Monday through Friday. We're open till 8 at night, Monday through Thursday. So we
Okay.
offer morning classes and night classes to adjust to anyone's work schedule or family schedule.
So somebody who works in a plant, or they're running a business, or they're building something, they can take classes at night and it doesn't interfere with their work during the day.
Or if they're second shift, third shift, they can come in the morning.
Come in the mornings.
We teach a class on Saturdays called Read With Me. It's for families, and we read little books. We invite the kids to come with our students, and we all sit around and we read a book together. So if you do work Monday through Friday and can't come, stop in on Saturday. So we have a lot of options for our students.
What a great program.
It is.
Literacy Connections. Amanda Hudson's our guest, and tell us what's the phone number out there? How do we get you?
919-735-1990.
735-1990. And actually, my dad was pulled off a mule, but I didn't want to say that, and made to work out in the field. Get off that mule. Anyway, thank you so much for being with us,
Thank
Amanda.
you.
I appreciate you coming in. Literacy Connections. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry Archibald, director of the Paramount Theater, and here in the boardroom, got quite a big smile on my face because I have a feeling these gentlemen here with me are going to be quite entertaining. This is the Ordinary Gentleman here to talk about an event that's coming up that I have a feeling will not be quite too ordinary. So with me is Mr. Rod James.
Yes.
And they have all dubbed you to be the spokesperson. You know that, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you for your willingness to do that. I have a feeling all of them are going to get a little chatty later, so we'll be okay with that.
Hopefully so.
Rod, tell me about this group. Before we get started talking about this event, tell me about this group.
Well, this group, the Ordinary Gentlemen, actually became a formed group in 2010. And actually, at the time that the band started, we were known as NBU, which is Nowhere But Up. And we performed, several events, all around, various places. And probably maybe about 2 years ago, some of the members decided to, go in another direction. So that's when we decided to take up, we changed the name to Ordinary Gentlemen, and we decided to go on with what was already established. And that's what you have before us here today.
And this is the full group, right? All four
Well,
of you here.
there are more of us. We are the main four,
Okay.
but there are more.
Right. You're the most important, is that right? Is that what you want on the air? Well, I'm so glad to have you guys here. Now tell me about the music. What kind of things do you do? What is your passion?
Well, we just love music, and like the OJ said, I love music, any kind of music. And we when we started out, we were basically an old school R&B band, but we realized that we needed to have something for everybody. So that's when we became more flexible, and you know, instead of doing only old school R&B, we do midstream. We do we can do a little country if we have to.
If you've got to, you
Yeah,
can bring it out.
Soft rock, pretty much classical, pretty much jazz, pretty much whatever it calls for, and gospel as well. Because actually, all of us, our background is from gospel, and we still
have R&B without it, can you?
Exactly, and we still do gospel as well. We don't want people to think of us as just a one-sided group. We do all types of music. So if someone wants us to come and sing gospel, we can do that as well.
Well, good. Well, why don't you do introductions for me and introduce each member that you have with you, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about what you love about being part of this group.
Okay. Well, here is Brother Royce Richardson. He's actually one of the newest members, in the band.
The baby of the bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, and he, it's been a joy and a pleasure to have him in the band.
Very good. Well, what are you enjoying about this, Royce?
Well, what I basically enjoy about being with this group are just the camaraderie between us. I have been with a few groups where either the singers are great and the musicians aren't, or vice versa. And this is the first time that I've met people who can also sing and also are very musically talented. And also these fellas, they're like brothers, and so I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Okay, very good.
And next we have Walter Sutton. He's our bass player.
It's a bit of a troublemaker, I believe. I got that feeling coming in. So tell us, Walter, how long have you been with the group?
Well, these two guys here, minus our baby brother here, I've been with them for about 24 to 25 years. I met them back in 1989 here in Goldsboro. At the time we were doing gospel. We sort of started out in like quartet, but we eventually ended up being contemporary gospel, or more on the contemporary side. He's a good keyboard player. He's an excellent singer. He's a good keyboard player, excellent singer also. We get along 90% of the time, like any family.
Yeah. Like any brother.
You have your good days and your bad days, and you have your disagreements, but we disagree with love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Be able to agree to disagree.
Right.
Wonderful.
I love these guys. I don't think I would be happy playing with anybody else. Not right now.
Just keeping you all on notice,
tomorrow.
okay? All right.
And now this gentleman over here, that's the wisdom of the group. That's Brother Greg Montgomery, and he's very important to the group.
Well, Mr. Montgomery, how long it sounds like you've been around with this group for at least 20-some years, it sounds like.
20-some
And
years.
so what are some of the things that make you so passionate and so interested in being part of this?
Well, I understand these brothers, their love for the music, and we'll sit there all night long just to get one song right. And I've been dealing with cancer for the last 10 years, and these brothers here has really helped me. In the times when I wanted to lay down or wanted to give up, I got some brothers, man, that's right there holding on and praying for me. So.
I would imagine they are that passion that keeps you together and inspire you to keep going. So
Oh, yes.
That's wonderful. Well, let's talk a little bit about this particular event, which is scheduled for Sunday, February the 8th at 7 p.m. Tickets are available right here at the Paramount Theater. And so we're excited to be able to process those right here and make it so easy. You can buy them online on our website at goldsboroparamount.com, or you can call here. We can process them over the phone. Folks can come in and get tickets. We'll have them at the door. It's going to be very easy to do. But let's talk about the event. What can people expect when they come to see your show on the 8th?
Well, when the people come out to this show, we're actually looking to entertain them in a way they haven't been entertained before. You know, a lot of people, you know, don't know who we are, you know, even though we have been singing around for a couple of years. You know, so it's almost like we're introducing ourselves.
I was going to say, this
to the
seems like a
public
very
as well.
big kind of an opening for you, so that's exciting.
Yes, yes, and you know, we're excited. You know, whenever we first began talking about it, you know, we were excited right then. You know, and this actual event, you know, I look at it as we're promoting love, peace, unity, wanting to bring, you know, bring loved ones together, you know, just showing love. You know, that's why we named it It's a Love Thing, because it's all about love.
Yeah.
And the songs that we choose are all wrapped around that theme of It's a Love Thing.
Well, Royce, it's perfect timing. It's the week before Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
yeah.
Go ahead and get your night out on Sunday, February the 8th. It's going to be packed everywhere else on Valentine's night. Make this your night. Go out to dinner. Come here to see this great show. We're very excited to have you all do this opening and let people see and know who you are right here from the Paramount stage.
Yes.
So happy to have you here. I hope to see you all here on Sunday, February the 8th, 7 p.m.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get your tickets. They are online, goldsboroparamount.com. Thanks so much, gentlemen. It was great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being where you are.
That's right. Happy Thursday.
Yes, and to you too there. Happy Thursday.
That's right.
Today, January 29th, John Beckley was his name. The year was 1802 when he became the first librarian of the U.S. Congress. He was paid $2 a day
Wow.
to be librarian, which if you do the math, that's $60 a month.
Well, what year was that?
1802.
Wow.
Well, not, you know, $2 a day, that's not bad, considering the fact that you could buy a house for $25 and you know, it cost you $25 and a chicken.
And a chicken.
Yeah, you had to throw a chicken in. Yeah. Anyway, 1845, Edgar Allan Poe said nevermore as he wrote The Raven.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The Raven, published by Poe for the first time in the New York Evening Mirror. He took the pen name Quarles, Q-U-A-R-L-E-S, in signing the poem. Carl Taylor of Cleveland, Ohio, patented the ice cream cone rolling machine this day in 1924.
Rolling machine?
Well, it rolled ice cream cones. Before that, they had to by hand. They
Okay,
rolled them up by
okay.
hand. It was a cone that kind of rolled them up. But he invented the machine to do it.
There you go.
That's the American way. Actor Noel Harrison, 81 today. Catherine Ross.
Yes.
Catherine Ross, star of The Graduate, Final Countdown, Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, and a whole bunch of others. She's 75 today, pretty lady. So is Claudine Longet. She's 73 today. Singers, movie, and all that stuff. Magnum P.I. having a birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah,
How old is he?
He's 70.
Wow.
Can
it
you
seems
believe
like
that?
yesterday it was Magnum P.I.
Yeah, Magnum P.I. What a great program. And of course, he went on to do many other things.
Oh, yes.
One or two didn't work out too well for him, but you got to give him credit for hanging in there, and you know, he'll try anything.
Absolutely.
Because he's an extremely talented actor. I mean, there's a lot, you know, there's a lot there besides good looks. He's a very smart guy and a very talented actor. And I happen to like him a lot. Oprah Winfrey having a birthday.
Oh, wow.
She is 61 today.
61.
On
Happy
the 29th.
birthday.
Yeah, and Sarah Gilbert is an actress. She was on Roseanne. She was she is the sister of Melissa Gilbert. And she is 40 today.
Sarah Gilbert. Is that the young lady's name who's on that show called The Talk?
I believe it is. I believe that is her, yes.
Okay.
I believe that is she.
Okay.
I should have said.
Interesting.
Yes, that is she.
Interesting.
She
Well, I have
is
a question for you. Have you heard of a sport, a relatively new sport, called foot golf?
that. You're not going to believe this.
You have?
I have.
Wow.
I have heard of it in this very room. We were talking about it.
Oh, you must have been talking with somebody from Parks and Rec.
I did. I heard all about that, and I think it's fascinating. I love it.
Well, I had not heard of it, but until I talked with Scott Barnard recently, the director of Goldsboro Parks and Recreation, and this is a little description. It says foot golf is a new sport that combines soccer and golf. To play, players use a soccer ball on a traditional golf course.
Right.
Cups are 21 inches in diameter. The rules are very similar to golf.
Now, a golf cup is what, about 4 or 5 inches in diameter?
This is 21.
21 inches.
Yes.
Well, you got to get the soccer ball in.
Exactly. And it
Yeah.
says, play foot golf on Saturdays and Sundays at Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course after 2 p.m.
That is wonderful.
If you need to rent a soccer ball, it's $2. Ages 13 and under must have an adult with them, and they do not want you to wear soccer cleats.
Do not wear cleats.
Messes up the greens.
Look, look. A 21-inch hole in a green to start with.
Yes.
The greenskeeper over there, you know, it's just kind of like nails on the chalkboard.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
oh, man.
So they play on Saturdays and Sundays, foot golf after 2 o'clock p.m. at the golf course.
That is
is an interesting twist and a way to use your golf course in something other than just your traditional golf.
I think it's fantastic.
And you know, now they're using disc golf out there a lot.
Are they?
Oh, yes.
At Goldsboro Municipal?
Yes, they've done it there as well. And of course, they do it a lot at Stony Creek.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of it at Stony Creek. Yeah.
So it's interesting the different uses of a golf course these days, not just made for golf anymore. How about that?
I love it. I love it.
Keeping
Okay.
it busy.
All right, today, the 29th. What do I do with the 29th? I got it here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I mentioned this already. And we've got the connection, Literacy Connection of Wayne County.
That's right.
That is a wonderful organization. They do mighty good work, and you would be surprised at who is getting help from Literacy Connections. You'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
There's also math and other areas
That's exactly
that they
right.
offer help, computers and such as that. All right, so Literacy Connections of Wayne County at 2001 East Ash Street, Goldsboro.
That's exactly right. Well, I believe that is all for today, Wayne.
That is it for today, Wayne. And so we're going to leave you where you are, and we hope you're still there tomorrow when we come back. We'll be right here. Hope you're right there. So join us again tomorrow here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.